wave management mistake. So you fast push, because if you recall right now, it is such a bad wave state right here. Such a bad wave state, right? It's slow pushing into them.
Yeah.
And then here, you might be like, oh, but you know, I knew the wave state is bad, but I need to recall because they are coming, right?
Yeah.
The problem is that you have so much HP that if you have this wave and you're gonna push this, and like, what is the risk? Because they are probably right here. Okay, so there are like multiple mistakes here. First of all, you didn't notice that Caitlyn and Karma, but in this case it doesn't matter. Even if they're right now in the laning phase, you have so much HP that you can push this wave very easy. How? First, you're in the tower, you're so close to the tower. Second, you have so much HP and so much mana to lose a bit of HP to push this wave. Third of all, you're playing Jinx, a champion that has so much wave clear right here that you shouldn't really be scared with this HP. Okay, if you're this HP and you know they're very close, maybe you should recall. But no, in this specific case, look at your HP, look at your mana, you have Lulu behind. Why just recall on a shit wave state like this? Yes, there are cases where you're like 1 HP and you have to, but not in this case. Okay, so this one is, so you said that you don't remember this game.
It's not that long ago. It's like 3-4 days ago, but I played a lot of games. So
okay, so tell me, how do you think this game should?
Well, I mean, they have Caitlyn, which is a lane bully, so I should be more careful. And then they have Karma, so I have to be careful of the RQ, and then hopefully I get to level 9, and then my range would be a lot better. And Caitlyn's mid game isn't as good compared to her early and her late. So
okay. So what is your plan here? What do you need to achieve this lane?
I think in general, just play safe, because I think with late game with Lulu, I could be a hyper carry.
Yeah, and why do you need to play safe in this lane?
So I want to get poked down and miss minions, because Karma and Caitlyn are really good at poking.
True. So Caitlyn has better Leon than you, and especially with the Karma, they can get the push very easy, so they'll just push you and poke. So you just need to play to survive, and the win condition this lane is to save your HP, to conserve your HP, to not lose your HP, and to not get poked. That's all, really.
Yeah, and I think I took Fleet here so I could have more sustain.
Yeah, Fleet is the best here by far. It's no answer about no question about it. Okay, that sounds good. So we know what we're gonna do into the laning phase, and then later stages, how do you play?
Yeah, so later stages, stick with your support and jungle, and then hopefully in team fights, we get a kill, and then we get excited, and then we clean up.
Perfect. And for like team fights, what do you need to respect?
I can't see the team right now, but just whatever could stun me. Malzahar, oh, I see Malzahar at the bottom. So Malzahar, ulti, have to be really careful of that, since I can't cleanse out of it. And then Kha'Zix, yeah, just Kha'Zix an assassin, so it easily kill me, so have to be careful. Yeah, and then also Jace with his Q.
Perfect. So also Jace with his Q. But the thing is, you need to think about the CC abilities, like the biggest things that can kill you in the fight. So it's Malzahar ulti, Karma W, you shouldn't get hit by it, so I wouldn't think about it. And then Jace, I mean, it's not a CC. If he hits his Q, you can still easily back off. So it's Malzahar ulti and then Kha'Zix flank. That's basically what I need to respect. And how does your composition work? How do we fight? Ideally.
Well, so like, for us, usually just hit whatever's in front of us until we get excited, and then we could see if we could get some shots on some of the carries, but otherwise just stay safe and stay in range.
So how do we fight with this composition? What's the plan here?
So I think just sticking with Lulu, so that I don't get flanked by Kha'Zix, and when Kha'Zix does hit me,
how do we start fighting? How do we start fighting with this composition?
With the rockets.
Yeah, but in the composition, like 5v5, who has to start the fight?
Malphite.
Perfect. So you need to play around the Malphite ultimate right here, and the Xin Zhao.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see how you wide it here. So You did leash in a Caitlyn's Karma matchup. What do you think about that?
Are you an AD carry main struggling to make an impact in your games? Is your damage output disappointingly low, leaving you feeling frustrated and powerless in the role you love? Introducing our specialized coaching program designed to supercharge your AD carry performance. Imagine a world where your damage, decision making and farming skills are 10 times better and the outcome of your games is no longer left to chance. Meet Chase, just like you, he was once stuck in the same position, facing low damage and inconsistency in his games. Let's see what happened after his coaching experience, from Diamond 4 to Master Tier. Wow! And here is Jordan and Brett, both transformed into formidable AD carry after the coaching session. These success stories aren't just isolated cases, they are a part of a community of over 3,243 players who benefited from the coaching program. If it worked for them, why not for you? Picture yourself as an unstoppable AD carry. It's not a dream, it's your potential with the coaching session. Don't wait any longer, visit Visite.com, book your coaching and become the AD carry the enemy team hates to play against.
I think they would try to poke us, so actually it's okay if we go to lane, because you want to make sure that they don't push us down in the tower and get level 2 first.
Okay. So you think that it's better to not leash?
Yeah, but it's hard not to leash in. I feel like if I don't leash, people get tilted.
But do you talk with them? Like,
So
do you communicate with them? Do you ask them?
No, because I can't type Chinese, so I don't type.
Oh, you can't type Chinese?
Yeah.
So you can't ask?
I could try to type English, but then they probably won't understand. So
I see. Okay, I see. Yeah, just because if you don't leash, you can get prio, and against Caitlyn Karma, it's nice to get it. Okay, sure. You can't type, no worries. So now you're just trying to push.
Yeah.
This is very good what you're doing. Okay, so the main thing right here with the Lulu Jinx against Caitlyn Karma is to push the lane. You're not really gonna trade unless they make a big mistake. You have more minions, you have a lot more HP, which will rarely happen unless they make something stupid. So when you go in the lane and you start pushing, that's fine. Be very careful because the Karma Mantra Q can actually get through the minions a little bit. So
yeah.
Did you ever play Karma?
No, I haven't.
You haven't. Okay, I see. Do you know what her ultimate does?
It makes her ability stronger.
Okay, what does her ultimate W do?
No, for the Q, it makes it so that there's an AoE afterwards that explodes.
Okay. Do you have more damage? Do you have more range? Do you have more cooldown? Do you have a root? What do you have with the Q?
There is more damage, and then I think it slows you.
I see. Is my screen?
Yeah.
Okay, so first of all, the Q, the normal Q is this one, right? Look.
Yeah.
And this slows you as well. Yeah. If you do the ultimate, it's actually additional damage, but it's also more range. Look at this Q. You see that? It's just more range. Yeah. Look at the Q max range. This is the Q max range. And like now I don't hit it. But if I go here and I do dark Q, it hits. The reason why I told you that you have to be careful with your positioning is because if you stay behind the minions, it might look like, oh yeah, he's staying behind the minions. Not really. Because if you stay behind the minions, you get damaged, which is bad. Yeah. See? So that's why you don't want to stay close to the wave at all. And especially even with the normal Q, look. You still get damage, you see? Right? And this is important for you as a Jinx because look at your positioning right here. Staying too close to, well, in this case it's fine. She could look to kill you here, but it's not really that bad like last time when you were right there. So just need to make sure you're staying a bit more far from the minions. Let me show you. Like you can stay on the right hand side here, or right here, or right here. Just don't be really close to the minions. That's really the rule of thumb. So look at this. Jinx is right there, let's say. You see that? Yeah. And she can mantra Q as well. So be very careful with that. Okay, good. And then right now you just need to push. So this is good. But be careful when you step here because she can Q you. Look, that was bad step by you. And now, do you need to trade? What do you need to do right now?
What do I need to do? I think because they missed, so I could go forward. But I think I should just push the minions.
Just right? Push the minions,
so
yeah. Yeah, because you can't really poke them. They have more range than you. So this attempt that you had right here, like right here, just keep pushing, keep pushing. Don't try to poke or like walk up on them. This is very good what you're doing right here. And then now you walk up because you're gonna get level 2. And then now you go on the Caitlyn. You should just go on this guy. Because she's a lot closer to you, right? Look at him. If you E him, Lulu can go, you can go. If you go on the Kate, yes, sure, she's bad positioned, but she can't get hit by the Lulu here.
Okay, yeah, true.
And then you do a lot of damage on him, which is very good. Very, very good. Very nice, okay. And you get the push somehow, and then now you keep pushing. You have to be very careful with how you use your rockets, because do you see your mana right now?
Yeah, it's low.
You're using too much mana on the wave.
Yeah.
Look at you right now. And you also have to... Like, what should be your positioning right now, knowing what Karma does right now?
Don't stand too close to minion.
Yes. But at the same time, what do you want to be in terms of positioning?
Far away from Karma.
Where exactly?
I would think, like, near the top.
Here?
Yeah.
So you stayed here. Why is this bad?
Because then he has a direct shot to Artsumi.
Yeah. But at the same time, if you stay here, Caitlyn can hit you. So do you prefer to get hit by Kate, or do you prefer to get hit by Mandra Q?
Caitlyn, because
exactly.
it's less damage.
Yes, exactly. Ideally, you don't get damaged by anyone and you don't stay neither here or here, you just stay a bit backed off. But if you would have to choose, you would try to stay left. Look at your positioning right now, right?
Yeah,
just stay
so
here, push. Yeah, so positioning...
Yeah, I think I was thinking maybe I want to harass the Karma more, but then I guess I just don't have the range to do it.
Yeah, and also with this man, like look at your mana right here. Like you're trying to harass. If you do, okay, you can, but then you're gonna be like 0 mana and then it's just difficult to play. You use way too mana on the wave, some positioning mistakes here. And also the problem with the leash that unfortunately we can't fix it. And here, if you pushed a bit faster, right here, and you crush, you can recall here. Because look at your mana and your HP right here. And you have 400 gold, which is reasonable buy if you want to buy like a longsword potion or something. So now it didn't crush, but you can still recall because this is not a freeze. This minion will die. As you can see, it's actually hit by the tower. And these minions are not enough to freeze. So you could look to recall here. Because if you stay here, you have low mana, low HP. Look at you. It's impossible now to win. Right? So you had a good opening here to recall. Because you pushed the wave into the tower. And yes, I agree with you. If this is like out of the tower and the tower doesn't hit this minion, this is a freeze. You should not recall, you should stay. But since this happened, okay, go into the brush, press B, and pay attention to the Caitlyn. If Caitlyn pushes very hard, like let's say you stay here in the brush and the waves, this wave right here is gonna be right here, and you see Caitlyn pushes very hard and you think you're gonna lose the whole wave, maybe you need to stay, depending on how fast she pushes. But if you stay into the brush and the wave is here, you will have enough time to come back to the lane. So we had a good opening here for the recall timing. Because now look what happens. It's like it's nothing you can do now with your HP and with your mana. So we just missed an opening. So let's write this down. So using too much Q on the wave, positioning too close to the enemy Karma and on the same angle. What else here? Missing recall timings with 400 gold when we crushed 90% of the wave and they do not have a freeze, so you have a free recall. And then now it's just gonna be a bit hard to play because you just have to play safe. You remember how you played level 1 and level 2? You played a bit aggressive, pushed away, but now you need to just play safe.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see this. Let's see a bit of the runes here if we can. Where is this? Right here maybe? Let's see. So what runes do you take right here? Fleet, cut down, and take HP. I think we already like cleared that thing up last time. Okay, this is very good. This is, oh yeah, don't you need to get attack speed. Did you miss?
I didn't. I just realized that I just see the pro builds and that they are taking attack speed, so I changed it.
Yes, attack speed is just the best. So this is attack speed, yes?
Yes.
This is adaptive, okay. Some people, I think they prefer this. And I think it's good, but especially with your playstyle that you have mana problems in lanes where you're gonna auto-attack them a lot, you can go Presence of Mind. But definitely I think that this is not a bad rune, especially in matchups where you know you're not gonna use mana on them. It's a Karma into Lulu, so it's a fighting matchup, but if you had Yuumi and they have like a Twitch support or like a very safe lane where it's not interacting, you can try this. It's not a bad rune, but it's really mostly like preference. Okay, so now you have to stay in the lane. Let's see what happens. So Lulu dies. You try to fight. Nice. You couldn't do much right there. You did good. Well, yes. 1 minute ago, if you recall, this play does never happen.
Yeah.
So you can prevent that. You can prevent that. Okay. This is fine. So let's see what we're gonna do. So first I wanna see how much HP and mana the Caitlyn had. So this happens. They back off. Caitlyn has like 250, 300 HP. Karma has half HP. Wave state right here is... How is wave state right here?
So it's pushing towards me, which I think I should have recalled now.
It's pushing towards you. Okay, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7, 9. Perfect. So it's pushing into you, yes?
Yeah, so I should just recall so that when I come back, it would be closer to me instead of making the wave push towards them.
So right now the wave is pushing into you, yes?
Yeah.
Okay, okay. So right now, the difference between the minions, so you have 7 and they have a 9. So on which side is the minion wave?
It's on my side.
So what is going to happen when the next wave is going to come here?
It's going to balance out because my minions would hit it first.
So where is he going to push here?
So it would... So I think it would just kind of start pushing back towards them, maybe?
Okay.
No, actually with 9 minions towards 7, I think it would still push towards me.
Okay, so 9 versus 7, so it's like 2 minions extra. So when we're gonna have plus 6 here, which is 12, you think the wave is anyways... So when you're gonna have 12 minions right here on this side, against 9 minions on this side, you wanna ask yourself if this wave of 9 minions is strong enough to keep the waves here in this position for long enough so their wave right here can meet here and can reach in time to make the wave push into you. And the answer is not really. It can't. Just because the initial waves that we have is 7 versus 9. It's 2 minions extra. And if it's 2 minions extra, if this is on your side, it's always pushing into them on the next wave. If it was 4 minions extra, which would be a freeze, let's say they have 10 and we have 6, yes, Ken, you would have to recall on that. Because it's a freeze, and even if this wave comes faster to closer to you here and it's gonna make a big wave, it doesn't matter because 4 minions extra is so strong that their wave also has enough time to reach here, which means the wave is gonna freeze here for a while. So this wave right here is how?
So this wave would start pushing towards them. So I should just
exactly
finish off the wave.
Yes,
so that it
yes. So now just push if you really feel like you can't, because you need to push this wave, but remember that there is next wave coming soon right here. So you need to push that one as well. So you'd have to push fast with your rockets. If you feel like you need the need for the jungle, you could ping. So this is why I asked you right here, let's see the Caitlyn when she recalled. And here she's low HP. She recalled now. You have plenty of time to push this wave and the next wave because she's almost in base. So here you should just fast push. This is a wave management mistake. So you fast push because if you recall right now, it is such a bad wave state right here. Such a bad wave state, right? It's slow pushing into them. Yeah. And then here, you might be like, oh, but you know, I knew the wave state is bad, but I need to recall because they are coming, right?
Yeah.
The problem is that you have so much HP that if you have this wave and you're gonna push this, and like, what is the risk? Because they are probably right here. Okay, so there are like multiple mistakes here. First of all, you didn't know where is that Caitlyn and Karma, but in this case it doesn't matter. Even if they're right now in the laning phase, you have so much HP that you can push this wave very easy. How? First, you're in the tower, you're so close to the tower. Second, you have so much HP and so much mana to lose a bit of HP to push this wave. Third of all, you're playing Jinx, a champion that has so much wave clear right here that you shouldn't really be scared with this HP. Okay, if you're this HP and you know they are very close, maybe you should recall. But no, in this specific case, look at your HP, look at your mana, you have Lulu behind. Why just recall on a shit wave state like this? Yes, there are cases where you're like 1 HP and you have to, but not in this case. So then how do we know that we should recall or not? Well, now first of all we need to look at them. So right now they back in Fog of War. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They recalled right now. They press B. So 4, 10. This is the timer right here. And now you're pushing. So you want to know where are they? Because if you think you can die for this push, you can consider to just recall and recall on a bad wave state. So at 4:10 they recalled. It takes 8 seconds for them to recall. So 4:18 they're in base. Now it's 4:36. So they spend 18 seconds walking. From lane to the tower, it's 30 seconds. So 18 seconds is more than halfway. They are right here. Considering that information, this is absolutely a bad decision because they are very far. But again, I repeat, even if they were here or they were super close, this is not risky at all for you to take a small risk and be like, okay, I'm gonna push this wave. Maybe they will poke me a bit, but I really need to get this pushed in. I have Lulu behind, I have enough HP and mana, let me do it. Because now, this wave is gonna slow push more, and now, if they are good, what do they do here?
Freeze.
You would freeze, exactly, and you play Caitlyn into Caitlyn Karma, so if they freeze, it's GG. They were not, okay, they tried to freeze. Yeah, they make the wave slow push into you. They didn't freeze very well. And then now, the items are very good items that you've got, but you didn't need to recall there. This is a bigger mistake. So, recalling while having 70% HP and the wave is slow pushing into them, but we just recall instead of hard shoving the wave and taking a small, very small risk. Because there, realistically speaking, you should never die there. Okay, then you come in the lane. You stay on the left angle. Okay, you got poked. I mean, you had to get that minion. You can't just play safe. And now you have to force a bit the lane. You try to Q the minions. Nice poke here. And you need to push this way very hard. Use your normal gun. Don't waste your mana. Very good so far. Very good. Now you just walk up. You W. And then now you dodge very well. And now I hope you just keep pushing. You would need to go for a word because do you know what is a jungle here? You don't remember, right? Because he's top, but I don't think you know where he is. Like now you should go for a word. But why now?
Because the wave is pushing towards them and I have time to ward.
Exactly. So it's this position right here. This exact moment you should go forward like very fast. Very, very fast. Because if you keep pushing, you might get ganked.
Yeah. So I should ward the tri-bush?
Yeah, you have the word in the river. You see, you have this one. So there is no other word here. You should just word tri-bush.
Yep.
Then you push. Okay, a bit greedy. He was top, so maybe you had good map awareness and you saw him top. Who knows? And now you keep pushing. It's a bit greedy because he can come. But realistically speaking, if you run when the Karma walks up, yeah, this is the problem. Do you know what her W does?
Karma W?
Yes.
It doesn't it like stun you if she puts the link on you for a long time?
Yeah, so this is how it works. You W and she has some range. You see, like now she got out of range. But if you get like really close, this is the route and then she can just go. Yeah, it's a route. It's not really a stun. And then so this, and with the RW, she gets healing. Look at this. Okay, so I get chunked. Then now I W, I get a bit of healing, and then when it explodes, I get more healing. You see that? Yep. That's the RW. Did you know that?
I didn't know that it used her, but yeah.
Yes, and then the E is the shield. You can use it on teammates, of course, but you can also use the bigger shield by using the mantra, and you basically use shield on all of the people here.
Yeah.
perfect. So this is the karma. So this is why Kane right now, it's gonna be very difficult for you to improve if you don't play like a lot of champions to like learn what they do. And for one, other AD carries, yes, but also other champions of other roles. So this is why I think the edge that you, the time that you need to improve to see like big progress right now in rank, it will take minimum 2 to 4 months of consistent practice. So this should be your expectations right now in terms of like climbing the ranks, because your accounts, they don't actually have many games, and it's normal that you will be stuck. It's normal because you don't know what champions do. You know, okay, I think she's gonna stun me, but it's a big difference if you think it's a stun or if you think it's a root, you know. And the range, like you need to know the range as well and other things. So we need to make a plan with that. But I do think that it's actually better to keep playing on that account because you only have 60 games. So did you know that in the first 100 games, your MMR is just stabilizing? So the games, some of them are very hard, some of them are very easy. So you don't actually have like clear silver. Like if I just check the other guys in your rank, you will see that they have, let's see, you'll see that they mostly have no games. Look at this. Okay, this guy has 100, this guy has 60. Oh, this is you. Let's see this guy.
That's me.
Okay, let's check this guy. Like you're gonna play against players that have no games.
$5. If you have problems improving and getting better in the game faster but cannot afford booking coaching, on my Patreon you can access more than 627 VOD reviews, premium videos about how to wave management, mid-game macro, and tier lists that will show you the best champions to climb and to improve for your elo. And these are not on YouTube, this is only on Patreon, they're exclusive. Moreover, you can participate in the free coaching waiting list to get a premium VOD review. I'm giving away 2 free VOD reviews every single week. All what you need to do is simple 2-step process. Subscribe to my Patreon and share your OPGG and voila, you are on the waiting list. You're gonna get a personalized VOD review for any game in your match history. For just $5, you get not only the free VOD review, but a whole bunch of exclusive benefits that will supercharge your gaming experience. It's a small investment for a big return. And it's just $5, it's no brainer, right? But here is the deal, you've got to act quickly. The waiting list is already filling up fast. 55 people already subscribed to the Patreon, and there are 6 people that they already are on board, they are on the waiting list. And more are joining every moment. Now, do you want to secure your spot for a free VOD review? Go ahead on my Patreon and reserve it right now.